Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 27th through July 7th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Back on the Bossman Show, joined by special guest Notre Dame Fighting Irish head coach Marcus Freeman here on the Bossman Show, who will be playing my school, Tennessee State, on September 2nd. Notre Dame State in South Bend, Indiana on NBC. Coach Freeman, I see you good over there, fresh cut. I love it, man. How you doing, my good brother?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Glad to be on your show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm going to ask you, man, like I said, I told you off air, man, you playing my school, Tennessee State, my alma mater. So I want to ask you how that game come about, first and foremost, and how special is to play HBCU school at Notre Dame and have us on NBC as well, man.
Well, yeah, it came about. Our athletic director approached me last year and said, Notre Dame has never played at FCS school, right? A non-Division I program, a non-FBS school. And so he said, what would my interest be in playing one? Well, all I asked him was question, was this going to hurt our chances of making the playoffs, or is this going to hurt our team? And he said, no, absolutely not. And so if that was the case, I thought it'd be great to do it. Then the next part of that was an opportunity to play an HBCU, which Notre Dame has not played either. And so, I thought, what better opportunity do we have, not only to just play an FCS school, but an HBCU. And if I'm not going to be the leader of this charge, then who will? Right. And so I wanted to make sure that this is something we did. And then to play a guy that we both played at Ohio State. I've known Eddie for a long time, and it's a great opportunity for both schools to compete against each other.
No doubt, man. And I look forward to it. I plan on being up there myself and hope to meet you in person. Now, I will have my TSU polo, I will tell you that. But I will meet you in person.
That's all good, man. As long as you're here, man, it's good.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That coach, I ask, this is your second full season being a head coach here at Notre Dame. For you, what's been the biggest growth in your program from year one full time down to year two going into a head start up August 26th, man?
Well, I think the first time you do anything, there's some spots that you don't foresee, right? We all have blind spot, and I think that was what last year was all about. I could have a plan, I could have this manual, but you've never actually done it. This group has never actually had a season with me as the head coach. And so there was some growing pains. There was some times that were great, but there were some difficult moments that we really had to learn what type of individuals we are and what type of program we are. And so going into year 2, I think now everybody understands the expectations, right? Everybody understands really what it's like to have a season here at Notre Dame with me as the head coach and myself as the leader. I've learned a lot from that 1 year. So a lot of growth has happened. I'm excited for this upcoming season. I think the reality is that our whole mindset is to reach our full potential. How do we get this group of men to play at their maximum abilities and reach their full potential for 12 guaranteed opportunities?
100%, Coach. Let's ask you this, man. How was spring ball with it? You've been going into your year 2 and this summer camp? Because I feel like this time of the year is where you get better at, for us get bigger, stronger, faster, but also learning the game, for watching film, learning different schemes. So when it comes time for fall camp, which starts next month, they'll be ready to go. So you get ready for the first game, August 26th, until you say down the road. So how was you say your spring and summer was for getting your team mentally ready for this season coming up here?
Yeah, I think it was great. I think our players have done a great job of just leading. Our leaders have gotten the groups together. We've thrown, we've done player run practices. I think if you look back to the times where we played football, you had spring ball, but then there was a lull of football until fall camp. Like you would lift and you would run, but to actually do football, there wasn't much of it until you got to fall camp. Well, now, we get a couple hours to work with our players a week. Our players run a lot of the practices. And so I think as you get into fall camp, now you're just tailoring your team to, hey, what specifically do we want to be? And that's our goal. And so I'm excited to get going here next Tuesday and putting the pads on and get rolling.
And 100%, like you said, Coach, like for me, I knew when I was in Atlanta, back home, I was not the same guy I was when I was in Nashville because, being around your guys, you're held accountable. And you and I both know this. Player-led teams are the best teams. When you have to coach the effort and energy, that's when you have the best team possible that you can have.
That's right. That's right. And that leadership is so important. I've always believed this, right? As talent can win you 6 or 7 games. And when you're at a place like Notre Dame, you should recruit at a high level, right? And discipline will probably get you 8 or 9, right? If you're a disciplined team, you're going to win a good amount. But when you have leadership, right, that's where you get those double digits. That's where you get the special seasons. And so I'm really looking forward to what this season becomes because I think we have strong leadership.
100%, Coach. And Coach, I was asking this, man, for you said it's about recruiting wise. You are already a national brand, but how has the NIL space and portal space changed how you are targeting recruiting? I type recruiting now with guys in that portal or guys you want to bring in that fits a need for you, kind of like free agency almost in college football. So yeah. how's it changed for you, man, with what's going on in the college space right now?
I think that we still have to identify the right fit for Notre Dame. That's still the challenge, is saying, okay, who is the right players, the right fit for this place? And so can we maximize the opportunities of NIL here at Notre Dame? Absolutely, right? And we try to show these recruits that are the right fit, hey, here's where you'll maximize your opportunities here at Notre Dame for NIL. But again, if an individual's just looking for NIL opportunities, probably not going to be a great fit for Notre Dame, right? We want guys that want to be great football players, maximize on NIL, but also understand the value of our education. And so we have to identify those right targets, and we have to make sure that we go after those guys. Now, as far as the transfer portal, we have to continue to sell, man, that this place is more than just football, right? And because not everybody's going to get that instant gratification that they want. And that's what, to me, is what you see is a lot of guys that might not be playing as much as they want, think they deserve more. Those are the guys that usually get in the transfer portal. We have to continue to remind our guys that, hey, you're not all going to be able to play as much as you want. But trust me that there's a process to this thing, but also the education here is going to take care of you way longer than the game of football.
You and I both know, Coach, if you transfer out and you go to a school and you're a backup, the NFL is probably not coming your way. So you might want to stay where you are, where the coaches know you. Wait your turn. The way it used to be when we both played, and get out there and put out that good film, because you and I both know, Coach, the odds of Scott does not lie. If you can play, they'll find you.
That's right. I can't agree more with you, man. And yeah, And that's the message that I try to share with a lot of young people. You took the words right out of my mouth. But, again, still young people are going to make the decisions that they feel is best for them. And at the end of the day, you can only support them. But I'm going to give them my opinion. And you hit a lot of the words that come out of my mouth.
Coach, I ask you now, Coach, I'm a son of a coach. My dad's be 84 years old, August 27th. And I was asked my dad on Father's Day also always takes lessons with those players. I was having to take them to weddings and different things with his old players. So for you, Coach, what was your why to get into coaching, man? And when did you know that you wanted to become a coach?
Well, for me, I grew up and I didn't think I wanted to be a coach. I never thought I wanted to be a coach. And then when I was playing my 1 year in the NFL, and I knew at some point it was coming to an end, and then I developed this passion to be around the game of football, right? And I loved being on the sideline. I loved preparing. And that's kind of why I got into it, right, as a graduate assistant. But quickly, I learned that that's not what gave me my satisfaction. And it's really seeing young people have success. Doing different things to help them have success, to me, is what it's all about. And that's why I do it, right? I'm an ultimate competitor. I want to win. I love the competitiveness that you get from coaching this game of football, but ultimately it's these young guys, man, and seeing them reach their goals. And that's what really continues to keep me in this profession.
100%, Coach. Let's ask you this, man. Who are some guys in your development as a coach who really helped push along the way as you was a GA, as you different stops at Purdue, Ohio State? So who kind of gave you that push and how it helped you as you growing into this role you are now, being head coach here at Notre Dame, leading this great program?
Well, I think every head coach that I've worked for had a tremendous impact on me. As Jim Tressel was my college coach, but I GA'd for him when I was at Ohio State. Had just a huge impact on me as a person, me as a leader. Daryl Hazel, and many people don't know him. He was the head coach at Kent State and at Purdue, and I was with him and learned a lot of different things. We were really good at Kent State and we failed at Purdue, but learned a lot of different lessons through those failures. And the third head coach I worked for was Luke Fickell, and he's the head coach of Wisconsin now, but he was my coach as a linebacker when I played at Ohio State, and then was the head coach of Cincinnati. And so learned a lot of things from him. So I think it's a community, right? There's a lot of different things you take from leaders that help you develop your own philosophies on leadership. And that's the most important thing, is that you have to be who you are and take a little bit of something from everybody, but be who you are.
I got two more for you, Coach. I must ask you about Georgia and recruit here in Georgia. You have 5 guys on your roster from Georgia, one down the street from me in McDonough, as I told you offline. Tell me about the state of Georgia's high school football and coming out here recruiting and finding talent like that can plug and play, that have been trained the right way about the game of football with high football IQs. Yeah,
the state of Georgia, specifically the Atlanta area, man, is just tremendous in talent. And it used to, back when I first started coaching, people started tapping into Georgia, but now everybody knows the hotbed of Georgia. And there's talent all over there. And and it doesn't just have to be Atlanta. There's other places in the state of Georgia that really develop really good, tough, knowledgeable football players. And so that's a place that, that if you go to Georgia, you're going to fight the best of the best to get the best talent out of there.
That's real quick, Coach. We come to South Bend to see you all in September. What's some weird foodies from the Bossman show? So what's some good food spot in South Bend? We just hit up, we come up there to South Bend, man.
Oh, man, there's plenty of it. If you're a pizza guy, there's a place called Rocco's. You got to make sure you go try out. There's a lot of places here on campus, that you'll try. You really can't go wrong, and that's the thing about this place, is that, listen, it's a strong Italian background here that you'll find some great Italian spots, some great Hispanic spots. You can't go wrong here in South Bend.
We definitely love pizza on this show, because we love pizza and barbecue and wings on this show. So that's right in our alley. And we're so
I don't know if you're going to get the barbecue here that you get down there in Georgia.
Okay.
All right? But you can get some good pizza, some good Italian food, and a little bit of everything, man.
Sounds good, Coach. We're excited to come up there and see you guys, man. I've never been South Bend before in a long time. I feel like I was a young kid, not South Bend adults. Before to come up there, man, and seeing what you all do up there Notre Dame, man. Seeing the experience with the Irish, man. I look forward to it, man. Best luck to you this season as well, my brother.
Awesome, man. Great seeing you. We'll see you up here in September.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
What's up, good people? Bet Online is your #1 source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.